welcome back to the Spur and Claw podcast. I am your host, Julian Mazar. Sitting across from me, Jimmy Walsh. We just got done breaking the Cowboys versus Falcons game. Now we're going to switch over to the Bears.
Bears.
The Bears. Chicago Bears versus New York Giants, a team I'm familiar with. Where's this game going to be played at? Do you know? Maybe probably Bears?
That's something I'd be slacking on.
Man.
Even if it's our schedule.
Well, you guys had an away game last, right?
Correct.
So, let me look that up. So obviously the Giants are a team I'm familiar with, so I have.
So you need us to get this done.
Yeah, so it's in Chicago.
Let's
A little context. It just disappeared, so no context. Giants, they lost against the Steelers. Y'all obviously got the dub against the Lions. We're gonna do a similar format as we did with the last podcast. We'll do the Bears offense versus the Giants defense, and then do the vice versa in the second half. Let's do an injury report just because I kind of forgot to do it on the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have that pulled up at all?
I do right here.
Yeah, if you can do that for me.
So yikes. Just both teams real quick.
I actually got it pulled up too.
For the Giants, it really just seems like Golden Tate is the only one I see. You see anything else?
Couple other names.
And
he was limited. Yeah, they're not really. They don't have. I don't know who
No.
Carter Coughlin or Tay Crowder is.
And then for the Bears, I mean, we might as well have the head coach on this list. We got Ginn, Graham, Quinn, Mack, and Hicks.
Most of them.
I think they'll all be good, but it looks like Graham and Ginn did not practice.
Yeah.
So let's see the Komet show.
Well, no. Well, that might not be an updated thing. So yesterday,
Komet show.
Ted Ginn was full. Jimmy Graham was full. Robert Quinn's been limited the last 2 days, and obviously they still have practice.
Oh, look at me not even reading the right day, man.
Yeah. And then
let's go. We're good.
Robert Quinn's limited the last 2 days. Obviously, there's practice today. Khalil Mack was limited.
Whoa.
This is interesting.
I know. No.
Akeem Hicks did not practice today. It says his injury is an illness, though.
You got Rona?
No, they would have already. I'm pretty sure they would have already.
No, he'll be good then, cause he ain't gonna let no cold stop him.
No. And I bet that's more so, especially with
just to make sure that he can play.
No, and especially this year, it's like, hey, if you're kind of sick, just stay home.
Sure. Okay, that's good. Illness, I'm cool with.
And obviously, we're not sure. There's some funny ones. Allen Smith had a tooth injury, and Akeem Hicks got a little cough. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good. You don't want to see like any leg injuries with the
but
dude.
not too much. I'm looking for y'all to get Robert Quinn back this week. I hope.
Me too, man. You know, it was personal reasons, so it's not even like.
But
now it's looking to get an ankle thing. No, it says ankle.
Oh, okay. I thought I didn't know it was personal.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I know like he had missed some practice for that, but I wasn't sure that's why he missed a game for that. So let's do the Bears offense versus the Giants defense.
Let's do it.
Let me just run through their defense for you.
Yeah.
They got a solid front, honestly. Dexter Lawrence, Dalvin Tomlinson, Leonard Williams is looking like a stud now.
Yeah.
Marcus Golden, I guess they signed him back, but he had 11.
Yeah, they went kind of under the radar. I didn't even. Yeah.
And he always kind of has. BJ Hill looks like they picked him up from the Raiders as a little backup guy.
Yeah, I think they traded for him.
Austin Johnson, who
we got
draft.
cut.
They brought in Blake Martinez from the Packers. You know,
that's pretty solid.
Everyone kind of knows what you get from Blake Martinez.
He's tackling.
Just tackling.
Tackling. I know how to tackle.
I think they run a 3-4, so Lorenzo Carter, he'll be the other edge rusher.
Right.
They got Devontae Downs, who's the other down linebacker. They have their defense isn't bad. They're lacking a stud guy.
Very true.
Obviously, it doesn't help with their first round pick corner. I mean, who wasn't great, but isn't on the team anymore.
Huge.
They brought in James Bradbury, he had a really good first game.
Dude, we're about to destroy this New York Giants team.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
No, dude, because I didn't even really look at it too much.
Uh-huh.
But now that I'm checking this out, dude.
Okay.
No way, man.
Hold on, brother.
Who's covering Anthony Miller?
Logan Ryan.
Where he at? Oh.
Take your time, brother. Let me get to it now.
No, man, because I'm running this.
James Bradbury.
I'm taking this over.
James Bradbury.
I'm taking this over,
the most
man.
underappreciated corner in the league.
James Bradbury. James Bradbury ain't doing nothing to no Allen Robinson. But you're right. They did sign Logan
And you're
Ryan.
probably right about that.
Which is what?
And you're probably right about
Which was huge. Logan Ryan is huge for them not having Washington. I shouldn't be just taking this ESPN depth chart for verbatim because they don't even know what's going on. But and now it's saying there's all these players who are like questionable that I didn't even see on the other thing. So we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah. So
but
let me get it. So James Bradbury, Logan Ryan. I imagine those two are the two outside corners. Maybe Logan Ryan plays some slot and stuff. Corey Ballantyne's looking like the other guy. I don't know too much about him. They have your boy at strong safety, Jabril Peppers.
Rest in peace to him this week, but yeah, he's my boy.
Yeah, who's
I said they might play him on offense and stuff.
He's honestly been better on the Giants than he was on the Browns.
That's because the Browns were weirdly bad whenever he played on their team,
and they were playing him like deep safety, like free safety.
Julian Love's not bad.
No, I'm obviously a fan of him just because the name, the first and the last name. I mean, you can't. That's a smooth name right there.
Yeah, it is Julian Love.
No, I was actually a fan of him coming out too. I think he went to Stanford. He didn't go to Stanford. That's Bryce Love. He went to Notre Dame. That's right.
I think he got like 3 picks last year or something.
Nice.
Like, he actually did pretty good.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like their defense, it's like you got the front four. It's like solid. Like Dexter Lawrence is a really good player. Actually, like a really really good player. Dalvin Tomlinson is a really good player.
Yeah, no, that's
Leonard Williams is a really good player.
For sure.
Marcus Golden, he's the most man out of it, and the dude had 11 sacks last year.
He's their best pass rusher by far.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about no Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, no, Lorenzo Carter's a really athletic guy, but he does not know how to rush the passer.
He's just a poor man Leonard Floyd, and Leonard Floyd already like a poor man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, yeah, it kind of go like that. But yeah, Lorenzo Carter's actually very athletic.
Adding Logan Ryan and James Bradbury helped
a
lot. Because like 2 months ago,
best corners in NFC East, easy.
Yeah.
I already had Bradbury as the best corner.
Yeah, no, and Logan Ryan's probably the second guy. I wanted the Cowboys to pick up Logan Ryan. I wonder.
Well, no, I'm stupid. I forgot Slay is on the Eagles.
Obviously, Logan Ryan. He said he had that one quote where he said he wanted to play safety this year. I'm not sure. I didn't really watch the Giants' first game to see like if they were using him in that role.
Dude, there's no way because they literally just have a question.
He said his comparison was Tyrann Mathieu, which I thought was like what?
Because he's like tackles and
This is a distinct player. I'm just like okay. Yeah. So let's do.
I mean, hold on.
Bears offense versus their defense.
Well, yeah. So Bears offense, I guess I mean, go over their starters. You know, we got Mitch, Monty, Cohen. Patterson played like a lot of offense, honestly. Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller. Ted Ginn didn't really play as much. You know, like Darnell Mooney was out there. Even Javon Wims got a touchdown. Yeah. What are you about to do? Cut me off.
No, I was gonna say the stats for what they got, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just gonna run down their starters, the starters real quick, just because you just broke down the defense. And then the offensive line that's gonna probably be the most important.
Y'all's offensive line.
Yeah, just against this is in this matchup. With Charles Leno, James Daniels, Cody Whitehair, Jermaine Ifedi, who played okay, actually not bad last game. The
interior is gonna be super important.
Bobby Massey, and then. You know, we got the Komet show coming week 2. That's my bold prediction. Just like you got the CD show coming, but run down the stats real quick.
So as who off the top, who is in the Steelers versus Giants game, who led the team in tackles?
Just by anybody?
Yeah. No. Yeah, on the Giants.
On the Giants?
Yeah.
Cuz it's in front of my face right now, so that's why I'm looking everywhere. I don't know.
Just talking about how much
Jabril Peppers. Oh, what I should have known that.
So he had 13 tackles combined.
13 tackles? Yeah. Look what he does.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Corey Ballantyne was the second guy with 9. Leonard Williams had a sack with 5 tackles. Dexter Lawrence had a sack with 5 tackles.
Damn. And the Steelers' line's not no slouch, bro.
No, it's not. No, and like honestly, they're the Steelers' lines actually.
Castro and Pouncey, you can tell me they got sacks on the 2 guys that got sacks with those guys in there.
Like Leonard Williams has really resurrected his career since he got in the Giants.
Yeah, me and you both kind of knew that we weren't too surprised.
Dexter Lawrence, he's a first-round pick from Clemson, not this past year.
So they're both their 5 techs.
I don't know. Well, Leonard Williams, like he'll even play some edge for you a little bit. Like seriously,
just like a JJ Watt type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. So their D tackles are good. Against y'all's interior, I feel like that's probably. I don't know if y'all are stronger at tackle or interior because like.
I would say interior.
Yeah, but by a shade though. Just because Ifedi's there, like, and obviously there's 3 guys versus 2 guys, so like.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Ifedi's also, but if you look at just James Daniels and Cody Whitehair, James Daniels had actually a good game, a good game.
But you're gonna need those guys to step up. Leonard Williams, like I said, that dude's motor is ridiculous. Dexter Lawrence is 6'4", 350 pounds.
Yeah, he's huge, and Tomlinson is.
I mean, he's been underrated since he's been on the Giants. Is that run stuffer? He probably doesn't play as much anymore. He's just that true nose
But
tech.
real quick though, none of it mattered because Snell ran like 120 on him. So
he did.
Why? On paper, yes, they look intimidating, but it's also like the Browns and it's like the Bengals and it's like the Giants. They're just not there yet. They might have good players, but they're not there yet.
Yeah.
And you need to be there as a team.
Yeah.
You can't just be like.
Yeah, and the Giants defense made Ben Roethlisberger look really good and.
Yeah, man. So
3 touchdowns. Juju had 2 touchdowns against them.
Yeah, Corey Ballantyne got 9 tackles.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah,
what's going on?
Yeah, he's tackling Juju about
Carter
15 yards down the field.
7.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean their defense, like once they get a stud guy, I think it'll be like a top 15 defense, top 20.
For sure.
But not until they get that guy. I don't think they're quite there yet. Y'all's receivers versus their secondary.
That's actually
their secondary
gonna be a good matchup.
is probably their best.
No, that front.
Yeah.
Even though they got whooped on last game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm more surprised with how their defense looks on paper than I would have expected.
No, I knew that they had a good
and
team.
they drafted Xavier McKinley, but he is on IR, so he's out for the season.
But that also didn't make much sense because like who's he gonna replace?
Well, I think they signed Logan Ryan post McKinley.
That's different positions.
For sure, but like I don't know. I bet the effective. I don't really know the Giants' rotation. Like,
I mean, he's just a pure strong safety.
Xavier McKinney, yeah. I bet they're trying to. I bet they're gonna. It's gonna be probably him and Jabril Peppers in like being like
just 2.
Yeah. Just cover 2, cover 4, 2 deep. So yeah, I still expect A-Rob to have a good game. I'd love to see Anthony Miller have back-to-back good games. That'd be awesome. Has he ever done that? I mean, you probably don't.
It was a genuine question. No, but I don't not like 2 touchdown back-to-back games. I mean, his rookie year he had 7 tuds, but like when he'd get a tud, like that was his big thing. Was the tud. You know, it wasn't like he
Shout
was
out the tud.
It's
better than a tud.
And ever since you it was like last year I think. I remember I was texting you because you drafted Montgomery in your fantasy, and I remember you texted me like I need that Monty Tud, and ever since that
I don't know how I heard that too, and it's funny because like NFL players say it too. I probably heard it from an NFL player. I think now I remember. I think I heard like Michael Gallup or like one of the receivers talk about.
Did you see the video I sent you of Mark Ingram?
Yeah, that was funny. He was being
2 tuds for the rookie butt.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
Mark Ingram is the ultimate hype man.
Dude, I imagine just being on his team must be great.
Yeah. Probably a fantastic teammate. Yeah. So, Daniel Jones versus. Wait, no. I'm sorry. Well, that's second half. Mitchell Trubisky.
I was with it though. It is second
Mitchell
half.
Trubisky versus
The
Giants
biscuit.
defense.
This is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
This might be the biggest factor in this game is how Mitchell Trubisky bounces back from the cruddy first half, and then showing what he's made of.
You don't want the peaks and valleys. You want
but he's shown what he can be, what he is. Mm-hmm. Just don't. I'm not saying go out there and get 6 freaking touchdowns, but it's like
be efficient.
He was like just know what you can do. Be confident out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's hard when that line is making you like. But it's like, take a sack or 2. It's not on you.
Yeah.
Literally not on you.
And I love the way that he ended the game like that because I bet that will carry over.
Dude.
I bet that will carry over.
Man was throwing straight dots.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, I think he's gonna have. I bet it'll be a similar stat line to the last game, but just more consistent throughout because
That's
his
what-
stat
yeah.
line ended up good, but it obviously
Yeah.
didn't start out.
It
good.
made him look way better than it really was.
Yeah, and I bet he'll even have some. He'll tilt the rock a little
He
bit.
needs to.
Yeah, a little read option.
He's fast, dude, but like
Yeah,
he just like runs like it's such as like he's very fast. He's like top 10 like mobile quarterback wise.
he is.
But like
Yeah,
there's a difference whenever you see like a Lamar Jackson use his speed in the open field because Trubisky is like when he gets rolling and his feet move like he's so sloppy with it. He's not like quick and burst. He's just fast and he's a one cut back type of guy.
Yeah.
And then you see Jackson who can use his speed and just like a running back in and out of it, back and forth.
Stop and start.
Yeah. And Mitch, that's why he looks kind of like a deer in headlights when he's running, but he just needs to be more confident, pick somewhere because he can get the first down on the rollout easily.
So, y'all's rushing attack versus the Giants defense.
I think that this will be the biggest thing. I don't necessarily think Mitch will go out and get another 3 tuds and 250 yards, 300 yards, but I think Monty is going to come and get that bill.
You're going to get the 100?
Get the tud. I think he at least gets a touchdown.
Yeah.
100 is, I mean, for him, it's like it'll be a new thing, but I think he's going to be that guy who's, you know what I mean? I think he'll be good this year, man.
Do you think he's going to get the most of the carries this week now?
Oh, yeah. I'm seeing like 18 carries for Monty, like a buck
Why not 20?
8.
Why not 20?
Just because like we got some other good backs and stuff, and we can't just be.
So-
I don't know if it'll work that.
So
way.
Monty got 13 last time for 64, 4.9 a pop. Y'all had like, I mean, y'all's rushing attack. It was more like they had to fight for it, but overall, like, I mean,
150 yards.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Monty got 4.9, Tariq Cohen got 5.9, Mitch got 8.7, and Cordell got 4.8.
It's actually all great numbers.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at those. Yeah.
So yeah, I bet.
Cordell Patterson looked good with the block.
I'd love to see Cohen catch like 10 passes a game against Blake Martinez.
That'd be
It really
hilarious.
gets his linebackers in general. I bet he'll destroy them.
You're right.
Um,
I think we got good matchups, honestly.
Yeah, like I said, I bet Monty he'll have that 100 game, and I know you're looking for it because you're starting him this week.
Yeah.
In fantasy.
If I can't not start him.
Yeah.
If he's on my team.
Yeah, I bet
He has so much potential.
I bet we'll see Cordell more in the return game this week, not as much rushing, just because Monty's getting a little bit more healthy, and I really like the Cohen matchup. I think that's pretty much it for this side of the ball. Unless you got any opinion or anything else to say about it.
How you think them tight ends gonna do, buddy?
Oh yeah,
Come on, man.
neglected them boys. I bet they're gonna switch roles. Jimmy Graham, Komet's gonna have the Jimmy Graham game that Jimmy Graham had last week, and Jimmy Graham's gonna be like, "Where the heck are you at?"
It's hard just because when you have a quarterback who's somehow still like finding his own, it's like, I mean, I guess he could kind of like just develop Komet as like that.
Do you mean like him being familiar with Jimmy Graham already, and just like leaving him out there just because like they know like
kind of, yeah, and just the fact that like it's a rookie, and then like, you know, like Mitch kind of relies on how good our receiving corps really is. You know, like Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller are like pretty good receivers, and like they make him good too.
Yeah.
So I just don't know if Komet's gonna get like a 7 target game, but I mean I don't see why not. Like if you know, I mean, but the thing is we used him a lot blocking. Like we really did. He was our wide tight end.
Let's get our rookies a touchdown this game.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Just throw him a back shoulder and just let him beat Jimmy Graham. Except
not even that, man. Give me that little what is it? Little tight end out, and then you know through the goal line, up, drag them feet through the back, over any of the safeties. Julian Love's actually not short, but
yeah, and I bet he'll be getting the blocking game if y'all want to have that.
Yeah, because it's definitely looking like he's gonna be the wide tight end, and Graham will be the X, especially with Graham. Almost got 3 touchdowns last game. Realistically, he dropped one.
Yeah.
The other one he got down a yard short.
Close.
And the other one he caught it.
Yeah.
So he looked good.
So let's take a quick break, halftime. And we'll break down the Giants offense versus the Bears defense. And we'll be right back.
Yep.
And we're back with the Spur and Call podcast, breaking down the Bears, Chicago, that is, and the Giants, New York, that is.
It is what it is. Let's get into it.
I'm ready for these games. I'm ready
Me
for these
too,
games.
dude. I'm honestly so excited, especially
I'm
after
not gonna
that
lie.
dub.
Watching the game last night, I might have shed a tear, just from being overwhelmed with joy.
Yeah,
I might do it here too.
dude, just let it out, man. Right, dude. I know, just because it just we're getting so
A long time coming,
dude,
and it was just cool because like I can tell. I think week 2 they're gonna be even better games because I mean that game last night was super entertaining. I thought it was really good football all around. So I think we're gonna get more consistent play all around this week.
Good football and entertaining football, not the best football, and a lot of dudes was just Slack City.
Yeah,
A lot of people was Slack City last game,
You're
last
right.
night.
You're right. So we're gonna break down the Giants' offense versus Bears' defense. Just off the rip, I'm leaning the Bears' defense. If you're gonna compare the two, obviously.
Let's go. Yes.
So
you got to.
for the Giants, obviously the best player. What?
How did Saquon Barkley get 6 yards last game?
No, remember I told you Ben Roethlisberger, or you told me Ben Roethlisberger had more,
but they gave it to him 15 times.
Yes. Now he was getting. The Steelers were destroying.
I mean, I know that's a bit unorthodox with how we're going with the matchups, but holy crap!
Yeah. So, just to run down their offense, obviously they got Danny Jones,
Danny Jones,
Danny Dimes, Vanilla Vic, whatever you want to call him, and they even got Colt McCoy backing them up. Saquon Barkley is the best player on their team. Obviously, he did not have a good game in the rushing attack, but as a receiver,
there's where he was.
He had
6 for 60. No tuds.
He honestly, he didn't look great though. He did not look great.
I just don't get. I mean, what is the Steelers D just that good?
No, they're insane.
Damn, man.
They're insane. I probably gonna be the best defense in the league this year. Sorry, Jimmy.
We'll see about that. It's gonna be hard with Goldman out.
Obviously, got Daniel Jones, like I said, Saquon Barkley. Their number one is at this point it's Darius Slayton. He had a good game against the Steelers.
Baller game.
What were those stats for us?
6 for 102, 17 per catch, and 2 tuds.
2 tuds
for the second-year man in Slayton. But I think a lot of people, especially if you just keep up, people kind of knew that he was gonna be legit this year.
He's an interesting receiver. Like I don't know what he does best.
I haven't watched him enough.
Yeah.
I feel like he's fast.
He is fast, and he's pretty good at the catch point.
You're right though. He is an interesting guy. In that
they got
sense.
2 similar receivers in Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate, who are. I mean, at this point, you expect Sterling Shepard to be the better receiver than Golden Tate, just because Golden Tate's getting a little bit up there. But he's still. I agree. But Golden Tate's still really crafty.
I think Shepard's kind of hit his peak.
Yeah, Shepard's been. I don't want to get into his career, but he's been solid, but not what I expect him to be.
That's when he just kind of plateaued.
Yeah. So those two, like I said, they're pretty similar. Really, Saquon is really the number 2 receiver, honestly.
Dude, I just cannot believe that. I would love to go back and watch each carry he took and see what happened.
Yeah. No, I mean it wasn't great.
Can you imagine 0.4 yards a carry?
Yeah.
When you give it to Saquon Barkley?
Yeah. And it's Jason Garrett. He's running that offense. I guarantee you he's going to try to run it at least 20 times this game.
I think he's gonna have a bounce back. I'm not even gonna front like Saquon's we're gonna be able to do something like that.
Speaking of bounce backs, they have Evan Ingram. I think he didn't have a great game.
He had a horrible game last game.
2 for 9. But I think
that man's on fantasy teams, bro.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham got like 6 for 50 in a tud.
I mean, he's a really talented tight end.
I like him a lot.
He hasn't put it all together. So at line,
wow,
they got Andrew Thomas, the rookie, who they chose 3rd
where's
overall,
he
4th overall,
left tackle.
Yeah, got the rook out there.
Quinn's back.
Yeah,
that's a matchup made in heaven.
Yeah, their best player on their line is Will Hernandez at left guard.
Yeah,
he's a nasty dude.
He is.
Really big. He looks like almost like an old school type lineman.
He's
more athletic than you'll think because he looks like he. Yeah.
I liked him. Like I wanted to draft him.
Nick Gates, who is their center, he was a former tackle. This is his first year playing center. Not a good. Hicks will eat.
Yeah, if he's Yeah.
Kevin Zeitler, who, if you were to ask me a year ago, I'd say he was their best lineman, but he did not play that great last year. He was one of the best guards on the Browns.
Are you sure you didn't play bad? Or you played bad?
Yeah, I don't remember it being great. Because, like, I know for sure Will Hernandez is the best guard or best lineman on their team.
But yeah, but he's really good.
Yeah, for sure. And I bet he'll be more solid than not. Their biggest weakness, though, and oh man, just thinking about this now.
Man. And we played him last year.
Yes.
Somehow.
Cam Fleming?
No, the Giants.
No, but he wasn't on the Giants.
Yeah, no, but I was just. So I know who you're talking
Cameron
about.
Fleming will be their right tackle. They don't have. I guess they don't have Nate Solder anymore.
No, he's on
a different team is what he is. Cameron Fleming. He was our swing tackle for the last couple of years. Khalil Mack is gonna eat this dude alive.
And he got like 2 sacks and a sack fumble against him last time.
TJ Watt was destroying him, like terribly, and like Khalil Mack just needs to go power against that dude because he'll win every freaking time.
Kind of like me and you out there.
I'm not a lineman, bro.
Me either.
Yeah. So I think. There's not a lot going on their offense. I think they're a little too lenient on Saquon being a superstar.
Yeah.
You really need Daniel Jones to step up. But let's break it down positionally, though.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm going to just tell you that. I'm excited for some Sunday football, dude.
So let's do Saquon versus y'all's linebackers. I guarantee you it's not going to be as bad as it was for Saquon, where you get 6 yards.
No, that's also what I said earlier. I think he'll have a bounce back. I mean, I could see him getting 100 yards.
Yeah. And Saquon, he's always the running back that's like, he's like Barry Sanders, where it's like 2 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, 86.
Yeah, 86.
Yeah, where because he's not a super good finisher. Like, he's not really downhill.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like so quick. Do you see his highlight whenever he like hurdled a dude or he spin moved a dude and then like hurdled the next dude against the Steelers? Like, he's so explosive.
Yeah.
So do you think he cracks 100?
No.
Biggest key to the game containing Saquon? For
sure. And I don't think is that the biggest key to the game? Yeah, I would say. And I just wouldn't be surprised if he gets 100, but I don't think he will. Mm-hmm. Maybe with the receiving yards, like total scrimmage. But yeah, I just the big thing about it is that Danny Trevathan looked like he's getting older last game, like slow wise, not like a bad tackler, like bad linebacker, but
like instincts.
I mean that DeAndre Swift drop touchdown was like an easy, just like he just like ran right at Trevathan. Like, I mean, it was man coverage.
Went outside leverage, and then,
it was just like a little and then he was literally just ran upfield and
they even have Deion Lewis as their backup, who's like if he's anything, he's a receiving.
Exactly. So can't sleep on that. But Roquan Smith is going to have his best year by far this year, and I think Roquan is going to be all over Barkley. I think that'll be that. I think that Tashawn Gibson will play on Evan Ingram most of the game, and then.
Okay. Do you see Roquan lining up against Evan Ingram at all? Yeah, it's usually nowadays. It's usually safeties covering.
Roquan's fast, but he's not like a safety fluid linebacker type.
No, he's more fast, like coming. Like,
he's straight line fast, and he's kind of he can be twitchy, but he's not like. He's not very agile, I should say. Yeah. He's very good. He's bursty. He's like a little bullet, but he's not like there's just some linebackers out there who are a lot more fluid, in coverage and stuff. And Roquan's good in the zone.
Yeah. So you feel pretty solid about the Evan Ingram?
I mean, in the red zone, it's always kind of hard because it's just if he has a mismatch, he's just fast. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I think that, I mean, Darius Slayton and Kyle Fuller, I'll take that all day. Yeah. I think Jalen Johnson's going to have another good game as a rookie, and he's taking it nice and slow.
So let's get into that. Let's get into that. So like I said, Darius Slayton's probably their best receiver, followed by Sterling Shepard, probably followed by Golden Tate. with most of those, like Golden Tate and Shepard, they feed off Yak more so, and Darius Slayton's more of that deep threat. Like, obviously, like, I consider like screens almost like handoffs, extended handoffs. That's what, like I said, like kind of what Tate and Shepard do. Slayton, he had a big game last week. Like I said, I don't really know what he does best. Like, it's probably his deep threat, like him being pretty fast. But I mean, Kyle Fuller, he's not. I mean, I think he'll lock him up. He might get Johnson like once.
Maybe.
Maybe game once. Yeah, and I don't know. Golden Tate, he's a tricky guy, man. Like, just whenever you think that dude is like washed or like he won't affect the game,
consistent for sure.
He'll make someone look silly, and then he'll do a backflip into the end zone for a touchdown. And you're like, pisses you off.
Yeah, I think that him and Shepard will be good testing points for Jalen Johnson. Yeah, and I'm glad. Like last year, he didn't have to go against Galladay.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say it's not. I don't even think these guys are as good as Marvin Jones and who's their slot receiver that's pretty good.
Amendola.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty similar, but I don't think it's going to be as intimidating as a matchup, I guess.
Probably not.
So yeah, I'm leaning y'all there.
Then we got the safeties, though. Eddie Jackson, dude. I mean, he looked great last game.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, it's not, if he gets his hand on the ball, he's going to catch it. And he was like a split second short of getting that.
Like I said, I gave him
like 3 times.
Defense player of the game.
Yeah. He's just like, dude, so instinctive. Yeah. Just like like his role as a safety is so different than what I've seen. He reads and reacts to these like slot receiver routes and like baits the quarterback and then he like jumps slants.
His peripheral,
that's like his thing.
His peripheral is insane.
He jumps. It's the weirdest thing. Like Ed Reed is known for like deep safety, like throw it anywhere and he's going to be there. Troy Polamalu was known for his versatility, but especially being in the box and then being able to like cover tight ends 1-on-1. But Eddie Jackson, like, of course he's a single high free safety, but like he's just so rangy that like he can play like almost how he wants to, and just read and react, and it's crazy to watch. It's really next
Very
level.
True. Very true.
I mean, it's something you can't teach. Like really.
Yeah.
Like
no,
you cannot teach
rare.
that.
He's rare.
Yeah, it's all in his head.
Like I told this guy, one of the biggest steals in the last 5-6 years was Eddie Jackson.
It's gotta be 4th round, baby.
Yeah. And like top 3 safety in the game, probably.
We re-signed that boy to 4 years, like $55 million, and he's staying, dude. I'm psyched about him.
So y'all's defensive line versus their offensive line. Like I said, Khalil Mack is gonna destroy Cameron Fleming. At least there's just no way that he doesn't, bro. Yeah. Like there's just no way that he doesn't. Cameron Fleming is bad, bro.
He gets it.
Robert Quinn, it's gonna be interesting to see how he plays in his first game back. I bet he'll be good, but I bet he won't be. I mean, he's missed a lot of practice, so I don't know. I bet he'll get a sack, but like he won't be pressuring
he's
a
going
lot.
against the rookies, bro.
I like Andrew Thomas a lot, though. Honestly.
Yeah.
He was probably he's probably my 3rd tackle in that draft. But the more I thought about it, like this dude was a 4-year starter at Georgia.
True.
He just is super experienced, super technical. He's probably the most technical out of all of the tackles in the draft.
Yeah.
But obviously he's a rookie. He's gonna have his ups and downs. Will Hernandez, who will he be running up against? Probably
Bilal Nichols.
Mm-hmm. Bilal Nichols is a good player, but Will Hernandez is a really good player. So
he's a real good player.
He might pay some path for Saquon, lining up that left side a little bit. Robert Quinn's not the best run defender, so I bet they'll try to target that left side.
You might be right in that. Might be right in that.
Nick Gates, like I said, he's a former tackle, so Akeem Hicks is going to be eating him up because he's not going to be used to that power that Akeem Hicks has. And obviously you guys play multiple fronts, so Anderson will get him a little bit. Like I said, Zeitler. I'm leaning Akeem Hicks in that matchup.
You kind of have to.
And like I'll be watching Zeitler because I want to see how he is this year. Because like I made a statement that I didn't think I heard that he wasn't as good as he was, especially how he was on the Browns. Because like this dude was elite on the Browns
and the Bengals,
too. Yeah. Which is you don't look for a lineman to be bouncing around teams like that though. I'll tell you that.
And getting paid by him too.
Yeah, big time. So yeah, I think y'all, for the most
Carlos
part,
Santos played well last game. Came in for Eddie Pinheiro, who was out for like 4 games. Came in, got 2 field goals, clutch, extra points.
I wanted to pose you this
Let's
question.
go.
I want to pose you this question because I thought about it. If
What?
Cairo goes 3 for 3 this game,
oh, no.
and what say because what's his name's on IR, so he's gonna be missed the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Say this fool doesn't miss a single kick.
The whole time?
Yeah, and say he has 9 attempts, 10 attempts.
We keep him. He
And-
beats out Pinheiro.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Pinheiro. Yeah. I think he
and
does.
Nagy, I forgot. I heard this on the broadcast. He's obviously familiar with Cairo whenever Cairo was on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So there's connection there. And it looks like you're about to jump into special teams. I think, dude, Cordell Patterson is the best kick returner in the league.
Easy.
Like even last game, like he was just like every single play. I was like, dude, he's so big. He's so fast.
Dude,
like,
he weighs 200.
He closes ground so much.
He weighs 240 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, really think about that. How big he is.
Yeah, that's
6'2", 240.
I mean,
Name a running back that
no.
big.
I mean, you can't name linebackers that are
Not Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
He's a massive dude, and he looks like he's just as fast
Yeah.
as he's ever
Bears
been.
are always gonna be good on special teams because of those 2 returners. I mean, obviously kicking is really important too, but
Yeah.
I like Cairo.
The Giants.
So how do you feel about Daniel Jones versus y'all's defense? How do you feel about Daniel Jones? Obviously, meaning like I remember a few weeks ago we kind of looked at his stats from last year, and low-key was
pretty damn good.
like honestly just a shade below Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Just a shade.
Yeah, he
and
looked
why,
really good.
why I had the stats pulled up just to,
I think he threw less interceptions than Kyler too.
so Daniel Jones he had an interesting game. He was 26 for 41, which is like a lot of passes for 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He had 4 carries for 22 yards. I don't know. I don't know about him against y'all's defense necessarily. I think he's having. I mean, you go against the Steelers one week and you go against the Bears the next week. I bet week 3 will be easier on him no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
I think, especially if Robert Quinn gets going, he's gonna. I bet y'all will make him fumble the ball. I'm looking for Matt
Turnovers.
to get a strip sack.
We need to get those turnovers
Yeah.
again for sure. Yeah, I think Daniel Jones he'll prove that he's still that guy, but
Mm-hmm.
he'll definitely have his.
I bet
problems.
he'll make more plays as a running than he does
Oh God,
because he is more athletic than
You think?
yeah.
Like Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Fool thought he was Lamar. He tried to spin out of a
He
sack.
thought he was Pat Mahomes is who he thought he was.
And he really did, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see him trying to spin
Yeah.
off of Merciless and he threw him on the ground? Like,
because
are
he
you
did it
kidding
way
me?
too late. He did it way too late.
It was just
Yeah.
horribly executed.
Yeah.
It was just all wrong.
Yeah. So I don't know. Daniel Jones, you'll take. He's literally vanilla ice cream. You like
Yeah.
it's
He's
okay
good.
sometimes.
You'll
and
take it, though.
But you really want to put some chocolate syrup on that thing. Oh man, that might have been the funniest thing I've ever said on this podcast. So let's get into score predictions. Are we gonna have the Bears going 2-0, brother? You start first.
Of course we're going 2-0, dude. Last week, Big Ben and all 400 pounds of him put up 26 points against the Giants. I'm going to go with just a smooth, cool 28-17 win over the Giants. I think
Chicago.
Saquon gets a touchdown.
In Soldier Field.
Yeah, I think Saquon gets a tud, and then maybe like Slayton or maybe Ingram, something like that. I don't think we let up many more than 17 points. I don't think we let up 3 touchdowns for sure. And 28 points is a bold prediction on our offense, but I think we could get the job done.
Yeah. I'm
What do you
liking
think?
the road you're going down. For whatever reason, I feel like I have an inkling that special teams will be really important in this game. I think Cairo is going to put up a lot of field goals. Not an indictment on the Bears offense. I just think that's just how it's going to roll.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, let me do some math here. So 27 with 2 field goals, 3 touchdowns. Wait, 7, 14, 21, 20, 28. Right, 27. Sorry, guys, doing math on the broadcast. 27, same points y'all put up last week. And yeah, I don't think the Giants are going to score a lot. I think, the only touchdowns they might get is a Saquon run and maybe a Daniel Jones run. So, 27-14.
Bears.
Chicago Bears start out 2-0.
Let's get it, dude.
Great start to the season.
Yeah.
We'll see. We will see.
I'm excited, dude.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to try to get that instant reaction podcast to both games.
Maybe up by Tuesday or something.
Yeah. We'll see. Because we'll film it Sunday. We're gonna be on our trip until Monday, but
True.
yeah, we'll try to get it knocked out before Wednesday for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our predictions for both games. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Another week of football, baby. Let's go. Stay safe out there.
Bear down.
Cowboy up.
Okay.